All righty. So, welcome to 24/7 Comics Live. This is the first time doing this, and I'm excited to meet some of the community members and chat about 24/7 Comics. This is a live update for Evermind, and so today I'm just going to keep the agenda pretty light and simple. I'll wait about a few minutes for the chat to fill up. If not, I will start recording. That way we could start chatting. So with that said, my name is Choi, the co-founder and publishing slash editor at 24/7 Comics. I've been a collector most of my life now. Comic books, sports card, TCG, original art. That's been my thing. And yeah, we launched a Kickstarter campaign called Evermind last year with a book by Sean Chen and Daniel Wu. And we've been pretty excited about bringing this update live to you guys. Hello, Targeteer. So I'll wait a little bit, let this fill up, and then I'll go on with the show. I'll probably keep this to around 15 minutes just as a way of kicking off and getting this update out to you guys. But I am not used to talking to myself. I'm used to actually interacting with folks, so this is a little strange to me. I hope that's okay. But with that said, I will dive into the agenda today. Really want to just talk about what's happening with 24/7 Comics as well as Nevermind. I myself, want to really schedule a time for us to all explore this world of collectibles together. At the end of the day, collectibles about great art, great stories, and there's a lot of different perspective of what collectibles are out there. But I feel like it goes so vast from anyone who collects fashion, collect pins, collect cards, collect comics. I think those are all acceptable. But no matter what level you're at, a casual fan or someone suffering from like a serious infection of hoarding, I think there's a lot of different angles that we could explore. And obviously, I think for us as a comic book company, uh, IP really serves as a blueprint for not just media adaptation that you see on TV and film, but also culture in general, because you're seeing how fashion is impacted by so many of the stories we've read in the past, and even technology as a whole has been inspired by creators from 30 years ago. So, as a general update for Evermind, all three books are complete now, thanks to Jane, who's worked so hard in making sure all the files are together. Obviously, on our last update, we shared that Kevin Van Hook, the creator of Bloodshot and Ninjak during the Valiant days, have joined us as a consulting editor. Overall, it's been quiet for us because Daniel Wu, who's one of the co-creators of Evermind, was shooting a movie in China. And Sean was actually invited to a convention in Morocco, the first of its kind. I think it was a book fair targeting kids. And he was out there helping spread the word for comics, but also kind of took a vacation because they really took good care of him. I'll let him share more about how all that went. But we regrouped this past week, and we're about to send the books out to print. Now, what's holding it up? One of the things that we're exploring and thinking about is how we could actually connect physical to digital in a very immersive way. I've always been a fan of digital comics. I think a lot of us read digitally, but I still collect physical things. And so I think for us at 24/7, we want to make sure that we're catering to the native, the digital native, but also you're really nurturing the physical side of collecting. So what I also want to do is kind of just go back and share a few things that's on our plate here. So a couple things. I think you guys may have seen this already, but the variant covers are ready to go. So Bella Ratchlin, who's one of our favorite artists, has finished her variant cover. I won't go over this whole thing with you, but she gave us a few pitches, and I think we shared that with the community, and the community had a chance to vote for the cover they wanted, and this was it. So this is actually a really cool interpretation because I felt like she not only went above and beyond uh, in showcasing both sides of bubble world as well as underworld, but also kind of the internal aspects of Lucas Zhang, main characters, as well as Brittany, uh, one of the droids in the story. So she did a great job on this. I'll let you guys watch it yourself. She went ahead and colored the whole thing. So typically when we work with an artist, we only expect a black and white cover. But yeah, Bella went above and beyond. Second one is Mateo Scalera, probably one of my favorite artists out there. He did an amazing job in really interpreting this world of Underworld. There's kind of the underground for Evermind, where obviously the theme park itself is Bubble World, which is above ground. It's like the Disney World, as we can imagine in this world. And at night, there's an underground aspect where the princesses strip their skin off and they go underground and they play in this adult playground, and uh, adults can participate. And so, and the gorillas, who's Bobo the gorilla, strips off their skin and become these mech robot fighters, kind of like a UFC. And so Mateo went down this path and created this whole underworld aspect. And it's cool because these creators all got to read the books and was able to kind of reflect on these books and pitch the covers and showed us what they got. And the last one is DK Ron, who amazing artist of Italy, and he just delivered this recently. And this is also a path of kind of the darker side of Evermind, showcasing not only Mech Bobo, the Mech Brittany's, but also Major, who's a major antagonist of this series. And so super excited for you guys to see these in color. So today I sent them off all to coloring. And so, yeah, you'll be able to see those in color very soon. Let me unshare this now. So I'm back. So back to the program. 3 books are finished. We got our variant covers. What else happened this week? So huge meeting. So Sean, coming back from Morocco, basically sent us an email. And when I say us, is Kevin, Daniel, and I. And he basically says, here's what I'm thinking about for issues 4 through 6. And oh my gosh, it was so crazy. We didn't have much to say. I think we have very minor notes, but he was able to not only expand the world of Evermind, but he also dove deep into some of the characters and really did a good job of bringing supporting characters back from issues 1 to 3. So we're pretty excited about how that's going to net out, because it looks like there's maybe a lot more material than 3 issues can cover. But Sean just did some great master's class in showcasing what is to come. And then last but not least, the backer kit survey is on the way. We've been working hard on kind of structuring the manufacturing process, making sure we have all the SKUs ready to go. And I think once all the SKUs are in place, we're going to be able to send a survey for you to fill in your shipping addresses, payments for those, and then do any kind of additional purchases for product. Because we did have a good amount of folks reach out to us saying they missed the campaign itself and want to contribute. And so this is basically a chance for folks to be able to kind of buy in on some of the products, so we could make sure we manufacture enough for everybody. So wanted to also take this time to introduce what we're going to be doing for this live stream. And this live stream will be something that's ongoing. Oh, hey. So I want to chat with the folks as well. Targeteer, G Lee, Dan Genovese, Jinzo Jector. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. So what's to come for the stream? So many things. For us, we are really looking forward to expanding on the world of collectibles. I think often it's easy to think about comic books as just a very niche product, but if you think about what's been happening over the course of the last decade, for example, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the business of franchises, it's completely transformed how people look at comic books. Furthermore, I'm going to be introducing a co-host. She's going to, you guys are going to love her. She's like my long lost nerd twin. And, we met at the last San Diego Comic Con during our time there. And ever since then, we've been developing this show for you guys because we really thought about a major agenda for 2024. And that agenda is really to get to know our community a little bit better and really hear from you guys as to what you guys want to see. And then we're going to be obviously introducing a ton of special guests, YouTube personalities, on-screen talent, comic book creators, authors. I'll share a little more about my journey and our team. And so you guys can kind of get to know who's behind the scenes working the magic of 24/7 Comics. And other topics, comic books are low-hanging fruit, the cosplaying life, the convention life. I think, a lot of our friends are what they call con artists. They travel from convention to convention, sharing their art, and we really want to showcase them and what they're doing. TCG, I'm a big fan of TCG. Magic the Gathering. You're seeing a lot of crossover these days with Magic and different IPs. Pins. I didn't start collecting pins until recently, but during San Diego Comic Con, we started distributing pins of our own from like these Bobo pins, 24/7 pins, and we had a lot of fans ask for them. So we have a whole new collection coming out that we'll be showcasing, and we'll also talk more about the world of pin collecting. Speaking of pins, Disney recently launched these digital pins, which I think would be a great segue into the world of digital collectibles. I myself read digitally and I collect digitally as much as I do physically. So I definitely want to talk more about both of those topics together. Original art. I'm a big fan of original art. It's all over my wall. It really helped me pass time during COVID. Really also following some of the auctions that are happening through Heritage Auction, Comic Link, and whatnot. And then even novels. Novels have been a big thing for us. I don't know if you guys read The Magician, Silverthorn. These are from the Rift War saga. We had a chance recently to travel with one of the authors, one of the co-authors of the Empire trilogy. And after spending a lot of time with her, I realized there's a lot for them to say, and I think a lot our community would love hearing from. So, and then the other thing would be like the business of comics, the business of collectibles, derivative franchise opportunities like conventions and adaptations. How does all that stuff work? I think overall we definitely want to hear from the community and what you guys want to see. And mostly I think one of the bonuses I want to start doing as well is also giveaways. So I love sharing. So those of you who know me know that I love giving comics away. So great books like Ultra Mega, Do a Powerbomb. We have some kind of unclaimed commissions as well, like this Doctor Strange by Sean. I don't know if we're gonna give it away, but we'll make these available as well. Some of these commissions are about to go out. We'll also, make available. We also have some of the older art from Sean that we had acquired as part of his library that we will not be making available through the Kickstarter, but we might run some giveaways. Obviously, prints. I mentioned DK Run, who worked on one of our Evermind variant covers. This is a print from his Shang-Chi run, which was one of my favorites. And then, these other prints from folks that we love. Mateo Scalera, this was a page that I actually acquired for our community because I thought it'd be a great giveaway. It's Wolverine, and he also did a variant cover for us. So yeah, we're not short of content, so we definitely want to hear more from the community on what you guys want to see. So with that said, I spent about 15 minutes on this stream, and that's about time's up. So if you have other things you want to hear us talk about, you have other questions about Evermind, the Kickstarter, feel free to comment below. I want to be able to build up the stream and continue bringing additional guests. Yes, Jay, I think that Doctor Strange sketch is amazing as well. Subscribe to this channel for updates. If you haven't yet, visit 247comics.com. There's tons of comics on there that's free to read. It's a very small sample of what's to come. We have about 10 original IPs already in the slate and in production at various stages. And follow us on social media at 247 Comics HQ across all the channels. But yeah, Dan, thank you for all the support. Want to shout some of you guys out. If you guys don't have any more questions for me, I will hop. Otherwise, thank you for supporting Evermind and 247 Comics. We'll see you guys soon enough.